We take a look back at Vargas has been a very good counterpuncher, and we see evidence of it here. There's the right hand trying to get in over the jab of Corte. Both men have actually been very good counterpunchers, and in this case, we're looking at some of the work that Vargas has done.
You know, while you talk about some of the defense of Corte, he's not Willie Pep, but he keeps a very high, tight guard. It's hard to puncture, and it takes more than just 2 or 3 punches.
Exactly right. He blocks more punches than he slips. Al, at this stage of the fight, March 3rd, David Reed was probably winning against Felix Trinidad, and then he seemed to have run out of ideas, and the maturity level was not there. We'll see if that's the case with ferocious Fernando Vargas. Well, and I think the difference is, as we head into this 6th round, that David Reed never really fought the right strategic fight against Trinidad. He was winning by playing Trinidad's game, and then Trinidad's power took over. In this fight, I think Vargas is fighting a very intelligent fight. It's just that he's in against a great fighter, and it's a very close fight. Round 6 is scheduled for 12. Al Bernstein along with Steve Kim as we bring you this very competitive and well-fought junior middleweight championship match.
Al, I'm seeing a pattern here. I feel as though Fernando Vargas is probably throwing more punches, and I think Corte is probably the harder puncher, punch for punch. It's tough to score in that situation.
Good right hand by Vargas. Backs up Corte, thinks he's got him hurt, and goes after him. Does Vargas assume too much here? Let's see. Good right, left hand. Can Corte counterpunch off those ropes? Again, Corte backed against those ropes. Trying to counterpunch off, and he does so, but here comes Vargas.
I think he stung him there with a shot right inside now.
Corte ripping uppercuts. Right hand by Vargas doesn't land quite flush. Right hand by Vargas. A warning from Joe Cortez to Corte to keep his punches up. He may be on the verge of a point beat, and there's Vargas throwing one low. They bang away on the inside. Under a minute left to go here, round 6. This one's been a war this round. Good right hand underneath by Corte. Corte getting something done on the inside, even though it's Vargas now coming forward.
Good uppercut. Found the angle, Al.
Corte off the ropes, ripping uppercuts after Vargas hurt him. Don't assume Corte has hurt that badly, because he's landing big punches too. Both men ripping shots. There's the Corte jab again. Great 6th round. Oh, Vargas with a great combination. Here comes Corte. A big uppercut by Corte. Wow.
2 warriors, 1 war.
He's the only heavyweight champion to retire undefeated, an incredible 49-0. But Rocky Marciano turned to boxing only after he was cut by the Chicago Cubs.
He was a good defensive catcher, but the one thing that he lacked was his right arm. Very, very weak.
That's the ESPN Classic Big Picture.
Relive more classic boxing moments Wednesdays on ESPN Classic Canada, where the legends come to play.
We take a look at some of the action of the last round, and action is the operative word. Both men landed big shots. Look at that uppercut from Vargas. And that's the punch they're urging him to throw. He had Corte against the ropes, landed some very good shots, but like Corte also had his moments in that round.
I thought by the end of the round he may have stunned Vargas right in the middle of the round.
We head into round 7, and everybody just kind of catches their breath. That was a great round of boxing. Let's see who it took more out of. Both men have
been suspect in terms of their conditioning in the latter portions of fights. Corte in several of his bouts, Vargas in several. Vargas claims his new conditioning coach, John Philbin, has made him a different man. We'll see another low blow by Vargas. Good right hand by Fernando Vargas. Corte just smiles.
Well, Al, we're at that point in the bout now. We have to wonder about Ike Corte's conditioning. Will he fade? That's been the pattern the last 2.5 years, starting with Obacar.
Another low blow by Vargas. Here comes Fernando Vargas. Corte says, huh? Come on. Both men employing the uppercut on the inside. Vargas off to a pretty good start here in round 7. He's getting off first and being busier. When Vargas does that, he takes the jab away from Corte and makes him less effective.
I think an adjustment that Fernando Vargas has really made well, Al. You talked about the circles. The circles have gotten real small for Fernando Vargas. He's doing a good job of stepping forward and staying off the ropes.
You only need a little lateral movement against the Cortes and the Trinidads of this world, and they have some problems. The other thing is, as you look at this fight, you realize more and more there's no fighter on this planet where it's more important to punch first than it is against Corte, because if you let him throw the jab first, then he gets his rhythm. But if you don't, you can handle him. And that's what's happened in this 7th round. Vargas has handled him because he's been first. Now both men on the inside, and if it's true to form, they'll wail during this last 30 seconds. They've done it in every other round of this fight. And Joe Cortez letting them fight. Here we go. It's time to wail, and both going to do it.
Vargas just simply outworking Corte.
Good round for Fernando Vargas, the young champion. This crowd is in a frenzy. They did it every round, and they did it again in the 7th. The last 30 seconds of every round is a hell-bent for leather kind of time.
Al, are you getting the feeling, though, that Fernando Vargas is simply outworking Ike Corte?
He is right now. We'll see.
Este cinto no lo dejamos por nada, Fernando. Por nada. Los niños, ¿qué van a hacer? Muy vivo, Y apriétale, apriétale al cabrón, ya no traen.